Okay, I'd like to call to order the May 25th, 2017 Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals meeting at 6:58. Jen, roll call, please.
Chairman Dash.
Here.
Corinne Frank Watson.
Here.
Commissioner Scott DeGraff. Commissioner Neil Patel.
Here.
Commissioner Mark Roscoe.
Here.
Commissioner John Tamman.
Here.
Commissioner Machi Kempa.
Here.
Great, so let the record reflect that we have a quorum this evening. The first item of business is consideration of the April 27th, 2017 PZBA meeting minutes. Are there any comments, changes, or corrections as presented? If no changes, do I have a motion to approve the April 27th, 2017 PZBA minutes as presented?
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Frank Watson.
Aye.
Commissioner Patel.
Aye.
Commissioner Roscoe.
Aye.
Commissioner Tamman.
Aye.
Commissioner Kempa.
Aye.
And Chairman Dash.
Abstain. Great. All right, so old business. The first case is ZBA, case number ZBA 17-05SU, and the applicant is Ruben Avias with Lucky 7 Cafe, addressed at 1513 East Thayer, Mount Prospect, Illinois. And the description of his request was a special use permit for a sit-down restaurant. I will not read all of the rest of it, but I do need a motion to open the public hearing in regards to application number ZBA-17-05SU.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Director Peterson, any comments?
Real quickly, the applicant, Mr. Aviles, is here. Mr. Aviles will approach the commission requesting an additional 1-month continuance to get formalized plans for his project. So, Mr. Aviles.
Good evening. So, actually, since you are going to testify, we need to swear you in. So do you swear that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
So if you could just please state your name and address for the record.
My name's Ruben Aviles. I'm at 1513 East Thayer Street, Mount Prospect, Illinois.
Thank you.
60056.
Thank you.
And I'm here to request for a continuance due to remodeling and that stuff like that.
Great. Okay.
Chairman, this is the second continuance being requested, and we, from a staff perspective, would like to advise Mr. Aviles that we need to get the plans done, and this should either, A, be presented at the next hearing, or a formal withdrawal until your application is more complete should happen. So do you understand that?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so unless there's anyone else here this evening to speak to this case, I would like to ask for a motion to close the public hearing on application number ZBA dash,
It's to continue, not to close.
oh, sorry, to continue the public hearing on this application, ZBA number 17-05SU.
Motion to continue.
Thank you. And a second.
Second.
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, so then this may come before us then again on June 22nd.
That is correct.
Great. Okay. Then our next case under old business is case number ZBA 17-06V, and the applicant is Joe Pisucci at 697 Glendale Drive in Prospect Heights. And his application is for a variation in regards to the side yard setbacks for extending his garage, and I won't read all the language because, as I understand it, this may be continued. So let's go ahead and open the public hearing. I would need a motion to open the public hearing for application number ZBA-17-06V.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, Director Peterson, your comments, please.
The applicant, Mr. Pascucci, is here. We've been in communication with his engineer and his architect. They are looking at alternatives to the application, which include dealing with floodplain construction, flood-proof construction. And at this point in time, neither of those professionals have had a chance to get their drawings done, so the application is not ready. However, they are working fully on the application, and they're here to request a continuation. So the applicant is here.
Do they need to?
Joe, could you approach, please? There was a question
Do
about,
I have to swear him in?
no, he was sworn in at the first one.
Yes.
This is a continuation.
How you doing? Joe?
Joe, can you explain when the situation, what date you're looking at to continue to and why?
Yeah, we're hoping to have all of our information together, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. The engineer and the architect putting everything together, and they're still working on everything, so hopefully in the next 2 weeks, they should have everything put together.
Great.
The next hearing date would be June 22nd.
Correct.
And when you and I spoke, you thought that may be, you have some prearranged commitments.
Yes.
What are those, and what are you going to be requesting of the company, PZBA, for the?
Correct. We should have the information put together by then. I won't be able to be here, but I will have somebody represent me. Most likely my lawyer will be able to represent us, and he'll have all the information put together.
Certainly.
Okay.
Okay, well, thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
So then, there's no one else here this evening to speak to this case. Then I would like a motion to continue the public hearing on application number ZBA 17-06V.
So moved.
Okay? All-
Second.
Great. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, so then this sounds like we'll
June
likely
22nd.
be back to us on June 22nd. I thought Joe was going to tell us he couldn't be here because his baby was coming. That's why he brought his wife as testimony. Yeah. Okay, great. All right, so we have 2 items of new business.
No, I'll take it.
So I don't have, do I have to read this?
Just-
Okay, so the first item of new business is zoning public hearing, case number 17-07V, and the applicant is Joseph and Anna Pozniak, and they are addressed at 705 North Elmhurst Road in Prospect Heights. And they were seeking a variation to construct a detached garage that would be larger than what our code permits. And before, I guess, I open there's no need to open a public hearing because Director Peterson has some comments for us.
This morning, we received a written notification from the applicants that they are withdrawing their application for this zoning request. Should they want to bring this one back or do another type of variation, they'd have to go through the formal application process. So this request is hereby withdrawn and no further action is needed.
Great, okay. Then our second new business case is number 17-08V, and the applicant is David Pikovich from Parkview Montessori School. And his address is 10521 Malloyan Drive in St. John's, Indiana. And the description of their request was pertaining to a special use permit for a private school on Oak Avenue that was previously the Jolly Fun House that is no longer in operation. So no need to open again apparently. So Director Peterson, any comments?
This evening, just before this meeting, we received written notification that the applicant is withdrawing their request. No specific reasons given other than they just are not going to move forward with the application at this time. Should conditions change, they will be back and we'll have to reapply and renotice.
Excellent. Okay. Any communications this evening from anyone? Or Director Peterson? I attended the mayor's breakfast.
Yes.
It was a very pleasant morning. I enjoyed myself. I sat with some local business owners that received awards, Lola's Pizza Palace and also Deli for You. and they were very excited to receive their awards and be recognized as businesses in Prospect Heights.
I do have one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys have been following, but the Strategic Directions Committee of the City Council, Alderman Rosenthal, Alderman Ludwigson, Williamson, and Clerk Wendy Morgan Adams have been meeting monthly in the last couple months as they're discussing a potential city center concept for the Camp McDonald and 83 area. They've also been looking at other potential redevelopment sites or development sites in which we can establish plans for and try and bring some new activity to the city. As part of their process, they are going to be looking at bringing in a person that does city planning, does this type of downtown development work, and present some options and some pricing to the Strategic Directions Committee, and they've talked to a few folks, and Mr. Jim Tenaglia and Tenaglia Architects and Development will be making a presentation to council probably on June 10th or 12th with his proposal and plans, which is kind of in keeping with what the strategic direction is trying to look at long-term. What do we do in the city, and what do we want to look like in 25 years? So whatever comes out of that will ultimately end up here, and there may be an opportunity for this body to do some actual planning in the role as a plan commission.
Imagine that.
We do love sheds and driveways, though.
Oh,
All
boy.
right.
But I just wanted to bring people up to speed that there has been a lot of talk, discussions, and then as things move forward, this body will be brought in the plan commission format. So
Excellent. We look forward to that, I'm sure.
I'm done with no other business.
Okay. All right, then with no further business, do I hear a motion to adjourn the May 25th, 2017 Planning and Zoning Board Meeting of Appeals?
Motion to adjourn.
And a second. A voice vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Excellent. Thank you, everybody.